I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I'll be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I'll be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I'll be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. If you a friend of the Moors, then you's a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those who speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trunks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. The same people talk European, how to bathe. And looking at women buying European hair. No love for self, but do the men really care? Have now, cause they got a love for Europe. Whole generation chasing pills, weed and syrup. Yeah, they love Lil Yachty, Tucci, Gucci, Kodak, Amigos, Ross, Lucid. But when the love for the woman look like your mother, I guess they say it's all black when it's under the cover. Now cypher.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird-ass jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols. Take off the runway. Take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro Pay. 5 day stay. Take a $250,000. Hella follow. Take off the fuck. Take off perception. Take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure. Take off the unsure. Take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep. Take off the fake woke. Take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip. Take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know. Take off the DAWG. Take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer bullshit off and what do you have?
You ugly as fuck.
You out of pocket.
2 ATMs, stepping to what?
You out of pocket.
Who you think they talk about? Talk about us.
You out of pocket.
Who you think they carry up for us?
Get back in pocket.
The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants niggas and bitches to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy. Y'all getting fucked, jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burials, cries. Bitch, you ugly as fuck.
You out of pocket.
2 ATMs, you stepping to what?
You out of pocket.
Who you think they talk about? Talk about us.
You out of pocket.
Who you think they carry up for us?
Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house, venting in the safe.
Can I vent on my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools I can swim with my camera's moving. Whenever I'm moving, the family suing. Whatever I make, murder is stacking. The president acting. Government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies subtracting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaching, my pupils on skates. Holla, holla.
Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for status. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for leverage.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant?
You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like, bullshit and gossip.
What the fuck is council culture, dawg? Say what I want about you niggas, I'm like Oprah, dawg. I treat you crackers like I'm Jigga, watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic, that ain't protocol, bitch.
What's going on? What's going on? It's been a minute. Trying to see what's going on with Tony Gold. He said, I don't see you in here, brother. He asked me if I see him. Hold on, real quick for my laptop. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Waiting for Tony Gold. Again, waiting for Mr. Tony Gold. I don't see you, brother. Click on the link you sent me. Hold on, y'all. Let me try to see if I can. I can't see myself. Oh, yeah. You ain't doing it. You're not doing something wrong, Tony. There you go. It says device not connected. Hold on, y'all. Trying to get this right. Hold on, y'all. I gotta send Tony Gold. This is this happened before with us. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, we're here to talk about straight dog talk, man. I see we got 7 people in here. I know we're dropping off like bad dope because of the delay. I apologize. Okay, here we go. We got Tony right here. I think we got him. Hello, Mr. Tony Gold. We got double black, brother. Yep, you gotta go ahead and come back out. Go out, come back in. I mean, so how's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, I can see you. Gotta go ahead and come back out. You got headphones?
You see me now?
Yeah, you got some headphones. So how's everybody doing too? Or turn down your laptop. Yeah,
I did. I turned it off.
Yeah. That's cool.
I tell you, it never fails.
Yeah, man. You know, it's all good. But look, we're here. We're here right now, though, man. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on with you? How's everything with you tonight, Mr. Tony Gold?
I'm tired, but it was good till I had to deal with that, man. I'm like, damn. Like,
man, we good, man.
Yeah, so we're good to go. So what's up, man? What's the deal?
I hit you up. I said, hey, I want to have you on for another interview because I think, to be honest, looking back at the interview, I did not conduct that interview well. I think I did not let you speak enough, and you weren't my guest. You were a person I was interviewing, and I learned a lot from that interview because I was reading the comments, and there was somebody that was going off on my ass. It was saying, "Man, you should just let him talk." You ask a question and let him talk. And I was like, right, I'm kind of new at this, so constructive criticism is everything, and I just learned from that, and I wanted to do you right. But you said you don't like to be the person that, like, with the spotlight on you, even though the spotlight's on you now.
Right. But I mean, I don't even like doing this. I just do it just for you, man, because I mess with you hard, and for the community, it's just something to do, man. But I don't like to. I mean, you know how I am.
So you're saying I'm getting you out your Philly shell then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey man, that's what's up. But so you said you didn't want the spotlight on. You wanted to be a guest. You wanted to actually sit and let's talk real dogs. It's not about me. Let's talk about the breed. Let's educate some people, and that's honorable, and I respect that, man. So let's talk dogs, man. Let's what is your pet peeve when it comes to these dogs and people that are first off, how do you think people handling breeding with these animals? How do you think our community handles? Could it be better? Could it be more focused on doing it themselves? Should they can you give the people some kind of clue on what they need to do, especially new people that are getting into breeding?
So what's the question about? Is the question about handling dogs, or?
Nah, just breeding. Just like you want to speak about handling, or you want to speak? That's what you speak about.
I thought that was your question, handling whatever.
No, I was speaking about breeding, because our people get a bad look. The vets are turning our people away, whether it be the exotic community or the American bully community, pit bull community. They're turning our people away because of they don't like how the crowd is, I guess. Do you think these people or we should take more initiative into doing this stuff ourselves, minus the C-sections and all of that stuff?
I mean, I think that's the direction it's going. I don't think that they don't like. I mean, we have some good people in the community. I mean, we also have some, not so good people in the community. I think it's the quality of the dogs. I mean, you can be a good person and breed a shitty dog, a poor quality dog, and that's what we see a lot of. I just see a lack of education, a lack of understanding of what's important. As far as a dog goes, as far as the health and the structure of an animal, and only breeding the best of the best. Our community, it's just like every dog is breed worthy. And that's why we have dogs that drop off at 2, 3, 4, 5 years old.
You said it yourself. There was a dog that you didn't place, that you didn't feel that was worthy enough to get placed.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times, I mean, I how I am. I don't hold back, and I'll talk openly about it. But a lot of times you'll see I won't place a dog, and then you have other judges that go ahead and place the dog. And to me, the dog shouldn't even be in the ring. I mean, because you're dealing with that many serious, faults, things that are detrimental to the well-being of the dog, and we'll see other judges putting those dogs up. So it's frustrating to a person like me. But what can I do? I just do my part and hope that the breed, gets better.
And that's a bad look. That's a bad look on you as well, as far as like not on you, but it makes you look bad because now you're the hater because you're the all of the judges that didn't
Right. Yeah.
pick
Because I go
the
against
dog.
I go against the grain because of, it's all passion to me, man. It's not about, it's not about status in the community. I mean, as you see, I don't care, what people think about me. It's always been about the dogs, you know.
So
So that's it.
how do you what direction do you think it should go when it comes to that? Like, I mean, should there be more education as far as with judges, or is it like, do they need to grow a pair and just say that
No,
this dog is not?
I mean,
I'm not disrespect. I'm not this. Do you think other judges look at what other judges are picking and that's what they go off of? It's the safety.
I honestly don't know. I couldn't answer that. I think that would just be based on an opinion. I can't really answer that because I don't think anybody really knows. I think
Right.
we do have some great judges as far as the organization that I judge for, ABKC. We have a lot of really good judges, and we have some that just
ABKC is the creme de la creme when it comes to American Bully Registry.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. But I just feel like the registry needs to be more strict on who they allow to become a judge. We have a lot of people that just get into, they don't have any background with other breeds or with other registries. They come here, champ out some dogs, produce a couple dogs, and you can do it pretty quick. I mean, it takes nothing, in our community to champ a bunch of dogs out. And then they're judges. I feel like, you need you need more time. You need a good amount of time working with different breeds in order to be able to, evaluate dogs correctly. And I'm not saying that, someone would be a bad judge. I mean, there's some people that don't have a whole lot of experience that I think get it. They do a pretty good job. And they're fair. But again, that's just my opinion. I mean, but the proof is kind of in the pudding. I mean, we see the type of dogs that are champing out. So, it's there.
Blood Love Bully says need more judges to be this way, like you.
Okay, I see the comments right now.
Yeah, I'm putting them up. So, Riverview Bullies asked, how did you learn to break down a dog and learn proper structure? How does an inexperienced person learn to look for the things we should so we can put the breed forward?
Well, how I would answer that question is if you can get a good mentor that's going to teach you the ropes, that's the best method, because you have somebody guiding you and you have someone showing you and pointing things out. Like everyone that mentors under me, it's like, they learn, they'll start pointing stuff out and they're like, man, I didn't know that till you showed me or whatever. It's just easier. Books, actually going to the shows, talking to the judges. A good judge will take the time to explain to you why I didn't pick your dog. I always try to give someone, a complete breakdown of the dog so that they understand. I'm like, well, what could I have done better? Hey, you didn't do anything wrong. Your handling was great, but this is where your dog was off at. Look, these are the strong suits of your dogs, but this is what it came down to between you and this other dog, or whatever it may be. And that way, you as a handler and fancier leave that ring with something. You leave with some kind of knowledge to take home.
That's the key. And that's the key for us to get some kind of knowledge. Whether winning or losing. I've had judges like not laugh at me, but like, come on, man. when I'm like, yo, listen, what else do I need to do even after a win? You know, like what do I need to do next round that I lacked on this round? And I've had some judges say, okay, you gated with him too fast, you're pulling him. Don't yank his don't the lead when you're walk at his pace, or let him build his pace with you. Now I've had judge your his spread is too show his feet underneath his shoulder set. I've had tell me that, and I went on to the next round knowing what you still can learn, because it's not going to really pull you to the side and say, hey, you need to do this for the next round because you're going to lose, or you're not going to get it because you're going into the tighter rounds, because each round you go into is the more serious it gets, the more serious dogs that it gets, because class, and you're going up against champions or against champions and grand champions now, then you got to bring it. You really got to bring it, because they're not champions and grand champions in there in that ring, for no reason.
Right. It's like so like even at this last weekend I judged in Washington. So and I took the time. There was a bunch of novice handlers. And I just, I was working with people's dogs afterwards, or I told them what they needed to do, because I saw that they had some nice dogs, but they were just inexperienced. So you try to give them pointers going in to the next round, under the next judge, just so they can do good. I mean, you want to see the better dogs, going forward. So a lot of times I'll take and I'll work after I'm done showing. I'll work with people and the dogs and just teach them some tricks, and most people are really appreciative of it.
We have somebody said why, so I don't, it just says Facebook user. So why other breeds? Why should a person know, I guess a judge, about other breeds? That's because he's judging that's because when a judge is judging in a show, he's judging against all breeds. He's judging against, French Bulldogs. He's judging pit bulls. If they're in the show, you got American bullies, you got old Bulldoggies, you got presses. If they're in a show, there's enough of them. You got all different breeds that they need to be educated on the structure of these dogs, how these dogs should move. And what we're seeing, or how dogs should be judged, is totally different. The education that Tony Gold is getting from how he should properly look at these dogs. So I know you really can't explain the education.
Well, I mean,
really
it's just different for every breed. It's different. The structure is different for some breeds. Which means if they're built different, then they're going to move different. So there's a lot of little things. Some things are disqualifications in some breeds. In other breeds, they're not. They're just a fault. So you have to know the other breeds as far as a judge, so that you can evaluate them properly. But as far as someone someone that's just let's say someone that just breeds French Bulldogs, I guess it just goes as like, you can never be too educated. Why limit yourself to just learning French Bulldogs? If you love dogs, why not explore outside of that?
Wavy Connection says people need to call a spade a spade. The bad breeding in this community is also bleeding over into the Frenchies as well. All I can say about that is breeding bad Frenchies way before bullies were even existed. So, you know, that I don't believe that. If you believe that, I mean, I like to, you know, hear your logic on that. But, you know, I don't, I don't think the Frenchies and American bullies have anything to do with each other. But I know that
He's probably
this
just,
breed is new.
I mean,
Go
he's just
ahead.
probably thinking, as you see, like, it's kind of becoming part of the community. It's like everyone that owns, you know, an American bully, it's like now it's starting to own a French bulldog, you know? And it might be because your friend owns one, you know, and you just, oh man, you just find them cool and then you end up getting one. And then, you know, you want to breed it and you want to show it. So we are seeing a lot of kennels having both American bullies and French bulldogs. So he's kind of right, you know, in that sense. And you know, anytime you breed for greed, you know, you're chasing that bag, you're chasing the fads. I mean, now we got look, you know, it was Merle first, now it's the fluffy Frenchies. I mean, come on.
Do you think the fluffy Frenchies is the bully doing that?
The what?
The bully community having some to do with fluffy Frenchies? I think that people in the bully community see what's going on in the fluffy thing, and they move towards that. So yeah, it might appear that they it's going over to that, but I think they're just following a fad. They're just following trend. You know, I think there would have been fluffy Frenchies, you know, if bully people weren't even. I don't even know if a bully person has anything to do with a fluffy Frenchie, but shout out to Liking Bullies TV, man. That's my brother right there.
What
You know,
up?
you're doing a really good service, man, for the bully community. Y'all go check out Liking Bullies TV. You know, he's doing it up, and
My
really
man's been
appreciate
around
what you're
for
doing.
my man's been around for a minute. That's an OG right there.
That's what's up, man. I've had a chance to speak with him, you know, and no, he's a really good guy, man. I really appreciate what he's doing for the breed, you know. But you know, I'd like to have him on one day, you know, again. You know, I had him on one time. I'd like to have him on again, you know. He's a really good guy, man. But the question is, I believe there should be a criteria for champions and grand champions. And is there a criteria for champions and grand champions?
I mean, there is, but again, I think we went over that. I think we went over that earlier, you know, of why the quality is so poor. I mean, when you get to the grand champion, definitely a better quality dog. But champions, I mean, there's a lot of really poor quality champions. Oh, I mean, a lot. You know, now there's good dogs, you know, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good ones too, but we have a lot of bad. But when you tend to get the grand champion, they tend to be a little bit more quality across the board.
Right. So
That's harder to achieve, you know.
right, but what are the criterias that you look at for a champion? What does a champion have to be? Like, what are you looking at?
Well, I mean, listen, a lot of times because of the quality of dog, okay, dogs are earning their champion titles and they're really not the quality they should be.
Right.
You understand? Like this breed is still growing. I withhold. You know, I have no problem withholding. But what happens is, you know, show hosts invest a lot of money into shows. Okay. The registry needs to grow. The breed needs to evolve. If as judges, if we just went and withheld all across the board and all dogs like not good enough quality, not good enough quality, I mean, we wouldn't have any shows. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have any shows. So we have to use our judgment, and sometimes dogs are decent enough, you know, to go ahead and award. But you know, you're on that line a lot of times. You're like, but what do you do? What do you do when you have a class and you have 8 dogs and 5 of them are really poor quality. Sometimes more, and the 3 that are there are just decent.
Right. So you're not going to
So,
fault them for being decent dogs, especially over those 5 dogs that don't even reach your
I mean, there's
criteria.
classes last weekend. I withheld on a whole age group. I mean, they were just I could not do it. I just said, "There's no way these dogs are." And I explained it to him. I said, "Listen, I'm very sorry. I just feel that these dogs just don't have the qualities that we're looking for, in a breed, and I cannot award you for it."
The only person I really seen besides you that withhold, I've seen Errol do it a couple of times. I've seen when I first came into the breed, I Papa Pitt do it a lot of times. I've seen him say no. He'll give somebody he'll give the second and the third, and everybody is looking like confused at each other. So I'm like, damn, that's hard right there. That's just like, I don't know. I've never been in that position because I'm a hard critic of myself when I get into the ring with. I don't want to look like a fool, so I'm looking at what I got critically. I have people in my corner. I got you. How does it look? You're going to tell me it looks trash, bro. Care about my feelings. You know what I'm saying? That's why I fuck with you.
I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to tell you it's trash. I'm going to try to explain it to you in a professional manner,
Now you are. Now 2016, 17, Tony Gold.
No, I never did that. Not in the ring. I mean, maybe, maybe outside the ring. No,
not in the ring. Outside the ring. That's what I'm talking about. Like if I hit you up, like privately inbox, not you in the ring.
Yeah, I will tell you. I will tell you your dog is. Yeah, I will tell you your dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You definitely one of the people that I definitely rely on for telling me something that I can look at and say, all right, yeah, you're right, because now I look like a damn fool. I went in there and showed this damn dog, and what you said, I'm being hit over the head with it. But a lot of people don't have, like somebody just said, where is it? Here it is. Try Art Bullies. The weak couldn't stomach it.
Now let me answer Wavy's. I saw Wavy Connections question. No. Roachback.
About the roachback.
That's not how that's described in a French bulldog. It's rise to the loin.
Rise of the loin, yeah.
So so a roachback would not be correct.
No.
With French bulldogs, you have to be careful because they have spine issues. So that's why, with the ethical French bulldog breeders, most of them check, they have the spine tested. But rise to the loin is the correct terminology.
It's a lot with Frenchies. I have one, man. It's a lot. They need to close track. It's not just that, the movement is totally opposite. As I understand what Wavy Connections is saying, he's actually saying that there's people who have French bulldogs that they think the standard is like an American bully, a flat top line,
Well, that's true. I mean, I wouldn't see if the breed started going in that direction. I wouldn't see how that would hurt the breed.
Definitely wouldn't. Nah. So if they did that, would they close track still? They would have to.
Everything is going to. Yeah, everything is going to change. Everything is going to change. I mean, there's a reason they move the way they do because of how they're built.
Right. So I'm doing a show and he's messaging me. Come on, Wavy. Come on now.
What happened? What's Wavy?
He's messaging me on the standard of French bulldogs right
now. Come on, bro. Chill. We don't got time for all that.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna make me go get a Heineken, man.
Woo!
So
You gonna make me grab something too, and I don't even drink.
me neither. So nah, I understand what he's saying, you know, but let me see what else we have here.
Well, that's why it's important that if you're gonna breed a dog, make sure you learn the standard to that specific breed.
Rachel, what's going on, Rachel? How you doing? She's a personal friend of mine, her and her husband, Swampline King. It'd be
Well, I know
nice if
Rachel.
more
Hey, Rachel, what's going on?
it'd be nice if more people would be like that instead of telling everyone they got fire. I don't think the judge. I think the judges. I've seen judges break down dogs outside of the ring. That's when you'll really catch a judge at his best with your dog, is when he's not in that line of fire inside of the ring. You'll catch the judge at his best outside of the ring after he judged. Don't talk to him before he goes in that ring. If you got a dog that could get picked, that's a good way of not getting picked. You know what I'm saying? That's something I learned very early, is not to talk to a judge before the show. Let the judge
I mean,
do his
it's
thing.
not. It doesn't make a difference. I mean, yes, some judges, that's a pet peeve of theirs that they don't like. I mean, for me, you can say whatever you want to me. It's not going to sway my opinion on how I evaluate the animal. You know.
No, I've had some people tell me that, some judges tell me it's a bad look that me and you are sitting up here talking before a show and I pick your dog. You know, now people.
I mean, it is. It is. Listen, Joel, it is. But it's like, how do we get around that? You just have to have ethics, and you got to do the right thing. But everyone kind of knows each other. Like, even myself, like after I'm done judging or if I'm there before, I will give everyone my time. I don't like, everyone has the opportunity to come talk to me, ask me questions. I try to say hi to everyone. But if you're not friendly, that's not my fault. But that's not going to, at the end of the day, I'm not going to pick a dog based on my friendship with someone, or how well I know them.
Right. You know that. But
yeah, that's me. But
you know what I'm saying? But the next, just because you feel like that doesn't mean the next person is they're gonna look at that, or next few people, man, you seen them talking, man, before the show, and now you pick this dog. You know, like, I know how petty the bully community can get, and I understand that, there's judges that told me that just don't come talk to me before the show. You just talk to me after the show. Hit me up after the show. I learned that's proper etiquette right there.
It is.
That's proper show etiquette, is to leave the judge the fuck alone, because he's doing his thing. He's getting in his zone. He's looking at the dogs that are getting in there. Let the judge work. Let him do his work, because he's actually working before he gets into that ring. He's 9 times out of 10, you're looking before you go into the ring. You're watching this show right here. You're trying to see you're trying to get the heads up on what's in the ring. I don't know if that's what I would do. And that's why I see a lot of other judges doing. They keep their eye in the ring and seeing what's going on in there. Versus,
I don't. I mean, sometimes you just can't help it, but like glancing over. But I always try not to pay attention to what anyone else is doing.
The real was popping, fam. That's my brother right there. What's popping, homie? So I don't know if you got any comment on that right there, but he said, talk about these overstacked DAX dogs. Why I gotta be DAX dogs, man, that's dying before 3 years old?
I mean, it's everything.
Before 3.
It's edge dogs too, but I mean, he's correct. When you look at the dogs that are dominating, the breed, as far as everything is DAX. I mean, everything is some kind of strain of DAX, whether it's Louis V or Rocco. Everything is a strain of DAX, pretty much. DAX has made a huge impact in the breed. And one thing with DAX is DAX through heart issues. There's I mean, there's no debating that. So, and then you have people that are stacking. I mean, and dogs off of DAX had heart problems. And it's just like, now you're stacking all these different strains of DAX together. I mean, what do you expect out of that? And then you get dogs that die. You know, that die at a real early age.
I was trying to explain to somebody my method to adding Rocco blood into my yard, and I want to line breed it with what I have already going on. I don't want to just add it in because I have heavy DAX in my bloodline. You know what I'm saying? What I got going on. And, you know, I have to, it's like walking on eggshells. Like, you really have to like know what you're doing. You can fuck it up really bad.
I mean, I think all of us at this point, or most of us, have a little bit of DAX in our program. And I mean, you know my stance, how it was for years. I was completely against it because I saw all the bad. But it got to a point to where, I mean, pretty much every dog in the community, everyone that comes to me with a female, it's like, has DAX in it, has DAX. Now we're starting to see Miyagi more and more in these peds of these show dogs. So I eventually had to conform and had to accept it if I'm going to be involved in his breed. But I mean, I've seen the bad. I mean, I use very little bit of it, and I've never seen cleft palates, kink tails. I've never had any of that. I've never even had a heart murmur. You know, and then when I do these breedings with DAX dogs, and I try to go to the stuff that I know is pretty solid, you know, I get all these things, heart murmurs, short kink tail, cleft palates, you know.
I've never dealt. The only I've dealt with was a grade 2, grade 3 heart murmur with one pup that was at 8 weeks, and when we took her back, I think because we told the client, I want that done.
Yeah.
So when we took her back, she didn't have, maybe it was like 2 weeks, her heart murmur was gone. So
yeah,
the vet was telling me this breed, they have heart murmurs, like they 1 to 2 grade heart murmurs. But when you get out that one, especially when it's hereditary, that's when you have an issue. But when it's not hereditary, you don't worry. It's not nothing to worry about, you know, because this breed has heart murmurs.
Right. But the only way to know if you have a good heart is through EKG. I mean, you have to get them tested. There have been dogs that show no signs of heart murmurs and have failed their EKGs. So, I mean, that is important, and that's like the direction I'm moving in. You know, I've been testing my dogs with OFAs. I've been doing hips, patella, elbows, and we're going to start doing hearts also. So
yeah, that's. I had some set up OFA for February, but we had to get ready to move. So that's something serious. You got your dog, like when they check your dog's hips, they got to knock him out. He goes under, you know.
Yes and no. I don't have my dogs knocked out. It depends if your dogs are docile and they'll allow. Now with pen hip, I mean, if you do pen hip, you have to knock the dogs out. They have to be put under anesthesia. OFA, you don't. It's all up to the doctor. And some doctors, you know, can work without it. So as long as your dog is calm and they can hold your dog there and, you know, position his back legs and hips correctly, you're good.
So I've been preaching on that. Blood Love, he says OFA cardiovascular testing. He says it's expensive, but it's raising the bar, and it definitely is raising the bar when you have your dogs testing like that. Here's a little advice: the cheapest way to get it is to find the traveling clinics. They have ones though that travel. Like if you go to your vet, it's really expensive, but they have the traveling clinics that's half the price. So you might want to look
or the
online.
clinic. It's not necessarily traveling, but they'll have clinics at certain veterinarian offices, that are certified to do it, and they'll have certain dates, and they offer like discounts. They'll offer packages. So typically a heart, I think like EKGs, usually around 360, sometimes a little more. So not too bad, but it's worth spending that money just to have that peace of mind, especially in a breed who is really affected by heart conditions.
So you see that pin hip is a better measurement than OFA.
Yeah,
You get
most
it,
definitely.
distraction index. So I should do pin hip versus OFA.
It's up to you. I don't like to put my dogs under. OFA's been failing a lot of dogs where pen hip has been passing them, and pen hip is supposed to be the stricter of the two. So I don't know what's going on there. A lot of people have been complaining. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, pen hip, because pen hip will give you a number for each hip. They like score each hip, to where OFA will just be like mild,
He's good,
or fair. Yeah.
Somebody said probably should get them retested every year. Wow, that'll be a lot of money every year. Or
yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Quincy, get it bad. Quincy, get it bad. That's my man Quincy, man. Quincy's doing his thing, man. We just did some breedings together.
Congratulations.
We had Vendetta. We only had 2 pups. We had one of my real good producing females, Vendetta, bred to his champion Rockova, aka Donati. He's a Rocco son, bred to some Hove stuff. So interesting cross, and then we bred him to another one of my bitches, Ugly Betty. So we're excited. We're excited. We got some things cooking.
And get many OFA. He says you can go to many AKC shows, get many OFA tests done there. He also says some Yellow One, nice stacked up dog right there. I like how your dog got the tail set up and everything. The breed has been more affected with bad hearts with the introduction of DAWGs. There's other dogs that's produced bad hearts that's as well. I mean,
it is, but I think he's right. He or she, I think they're right. I mean, DAWGs is really dominating. Everything today is heavy DAWGs influence, pretty much.
Do you think it's the 3, 4, 5 times line bred?
No,
DAWGs?
because DAWGs himself produced it. I know that for a fact. Right. I had two buddies that bred directly. That's why I was so against it. I had 2 buddies that bred their bitches that had been bred before previously. No heart problems. My one buddy had to have his whole litter but 1 pup put to sleep before Jesus 8 Christ. Weeks old. Yeah. Damn. Their gums, you notice their gums were just very pale and anemic, and the dogs were just like anemic, the pups. So he took them in. They all had serious heart murmurs, like 5 and 6s.
Wow.
So, and his bitch had been bred. Same thing with my other buddy. He had like, I can't remember how many pups. Half the litter he was able to salvage, but he ended up pet homing them. But he had a bunch that. So, and we've seen it. We saw it. So then what do you think you're going to get when You know, you take the edge dogs that had the heart conditions and you blend them with the DAX, and then you're stacking and breeding on that specific dog that produced those things. Now you got that dog in a pedigree 8 times, 12 times, you know?
Yeah,
And I think
that's
someone that can explain it to you, maybe, you know, Alex Ferraro would probably be able to break it down. He knows what dogs are what dogs carried, and he likes the DAX, but he really works with it. But he's doing his part to work around it, you know, to use them for the characteristics that he likes, but still breed a healthy dog. But he can get into it because he knows what dogs are what, and what dogs produce the heart conditions, what dogs had it, what dogs died from it.
so he said the real said it came around when Dax and Miyagi came. Both those
Yeah, I
two
mean,
dogs.
you got Miyagi, man, which is just, and now that's being allowed into the gene pool, and it is what it is, man.
Yeah, so like I I have that Dax strain that's Dax bred to his a Dax daughter bred to his grandson. That's where shots fired mother comes from, type thing. That's where I have Dax in
I mean,
there.
I got Dax. My dog is 5 times Dax, but it's watered down. It's pushed out. Basically, my dog is street. Well, I can't say 3/4 edge because my stuff is Gotti. The stuff I've created has a blended Gotti into it also through Goliath and Smash. So, but it's not a Dax strain, you know. Um, but my dog is 5. My dog Bada Bang is 5 times Dax, but it's watered down. It's pushed up. It's not even. It's like a quarter.
That's what I was saying earlier. Some bloods you need to contain it. You need to water it down. You basically need to line breed it into your yard. You don't want to just 2, 3, 4 times this shit into your yard. Like you said, your butt. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm just saying you can fuck around. Stop, man. So
One breeding. It only takes one breeding to destroy your years of hard work. Like seriously.
People think that they're getting this fire, but they're actually breeding in like your boy bred in, where he has to put damn near his whole litter down. So because the dogs have 5 to 6s on the charts for hormones, which is ridiculous.
As puppies.
That is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So if they, I mean, that is ridiculous right there. You know, Riverview Bully says, is there a dog out there that you would consider the new Dax with the traits he produces without the bad traits?
You know what? We were just talking about this the other day with somebody, and we were like, you know, they asked me who was the new Dax, and I mean, I really don't know. Who would you say? I'd say probably. I mean, Samson. Samson is, you know, no. Samson's a beast. Yeah. Yo, Samson is listen. Samson is a monster of a dog. He puts Dax to shame. You can't take that away from him. And he's still pretty structurally sound. Of course, he has his flaws, but a lot of people are breeding there. Who else is getting bred? Who else is getting bred like that?
Brim.
I mean, Khan's dogs, the Rocco stuff,
Brim,
but
Brim, yeah, Brim's definitely getting bred like that. Yeah, that not you know, not to
so
take
he
away
would,
from
yeah, he would be the new Dax. But I feel that Samson is not even the same. That you can't even compare the two dogs.
I don't think I would answer that question like this. That would be like searching for the new Jordan or for the new LeBron James or something like that. Not saying that this dog was structurally or health wise one of the greatest. I'm saying by name or by stature, you know, that's what I'd be looking for. You know, there's no new Muhammad Ali. You know, his grandson is even look like him. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
feel
he's
you,
nice.
but what they mean by that is who is the next dog making the biggest impact? And you're probably right. It probably is like, Grim.
Nah, Waffle
Waffle didn't
is
make
on
a
a
huge, yeah.
different. He's on a different trajectory than Dax was, as far as like he's producing he's producing champions and grand champions.
I
Dax
will
was producing
agree. I will agree.
Dax,
Waffle House has made a
Dax
huge impact.
producing wow factor. He has, but Dax was producing wow, not dogs that's necessarily that were show. Most of the dogs aren't show dogs. You know, they have straight stifles, but they have their front set is so ridiculous. Their heads are so ridiculous. This is what a lot of people are looking at, because these are the shots they're getting in pictures. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't compare Waffle House to Dax. It's on a different level. You know, he's producing champions, grand champions, dogs that Dax should have been producing. You know what I'm saying? It's different. He's producing dogs that are show dogs. Dax is producing wow factor dogs. It's two different. What do you feel about China? Somebody said there was a post that I seen that I got crucified on. He was there. Somebody was saying that he was the new Dax, and I was like, well, accomplishments. Like, if you have over 100 breedings and you only got, a handful of champions, you need to sit down, man, because there's regular dogs that got that. There's champion Bobby Peru and Grand Champion Waffle is two of my favorite producers. Okay.
Thank you.
Bobby Peru who produced him?
I did. That's my dog. But again, I don't breed my dogs like that. So
I know.
I don't breed. I don't offer my dogs up like that. And, I try to select the female. So anytime you do that, it restricts you, because everyone in the community is like, they follow the next man. And the more dogs you breed to, the more people are going to breed to that dog. So by being selective, your dog's really not going to get bred that much, So when you see what I've created, I'm sorry?
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead. You see what you created. Go ahead. Finish it, please.
No, so when you talk about percentages of what I've created, again, but I don't show a whole lot of dogs because I'm a judge too. So it's one of those things, like, I love showing, but you see, I don't show too much. So I don't have the opportunity to put titles on my dogs, because when I get in there, it's just like, oh, it's a conflict of interest, or he won because he's a judge and stuff. So I try not to show, man. I enjoy myself. So every once in a while I bring out a dog.
Man, but fuck that. I love when you came up with that big ass gorilla in Allentown, man. You did your Allentown. I love that big gorilla that you had.
Bada bang. Yeah, I've been bringing him to me. He's been flying with me, man. I'm going to show people. So, and if anybody's ready to stack up, I mean, he's still a puppy, but I'm going to be bringing him to show. So don't be scared. It's like, nowadays you can't get anybody to bring these big name dogs and put them next to,
right,
two dogs. So, and not saying that he's a monster of a dog, because he doesn't have the spread that some dogs have, but he's also young, but he's built nice. Like, when you talk about the size that he has with the conformation, it's unmatched. I'm telling you, there's no dog his size with his conformation. Bring him out.
I didn't believe. I thought you was lying. I thought you was capping with that dog's age. Man. He was like 8 months at the Allentown.
He's got an over 25-inch head. He's got hella bone. He's got hella muscle. He's super correct. And I had him at 91 pounds. He's 86 pounds right now. I brought him down some because he's growing. I just don't want to mess him up,
Right. You want to give him that fighting chance. So you're going to bring him out at Nationals, huh?
Probably,
Yeah, you're going to bring him out to play at Nationals.
I've been bringing him out just so people can see him, and I love the dog, He's my roll dog, so he's my boy.
Tony Gold produces some nice ass bulls. if I had a heavy Dax bitch, I'll go to champion Bobby Peru or champion Flacco.
Yeah. Flacco's nice too. Flacco's a nice edge Gotti cross.
So how do you feel about that Edge Gotti cross? Do you feel, because I remember when Tone did it, Kino only wanted waffle bread to edge female. And Tone took that chance and did it, and I'm happy he did it. But how do you feel about that cross, using that Dax line as an out cross for a nice edge bitch, a nicely bred edge bitch?
Of course. I mean, it needs to be done. You know, it needs to be done. You know, the gene pool is you need to keep the gene pool diverse. So I feel like you get your most impressive dogs through the crosses. But Edge and Gotti have been going on for a while. I mean, before Dax, you had Corrupt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which
Josh
was a Gotti
Jackson.
Edge. Corrupt was the Gotti Edge cross.
Josh Jackson said, "What did they say when you lost? What was the reason, Tony?"
When I lost where?
I don't know. That's what
I mean, I
I'm
lost
just
under
reading.
several different judges.
Right. I'm just reading the questions as
And he must be talking about the last show, because the first you're talking about, what are you talking about, Bada Bing? He must be talking about Bada Bing, because I really haven't shown any dogs in a long time other than him.
Somebody said, "What's your IG, Tone?" We're gonna get to that. We're gonna put all this information out. What time is it?
It's 10.
Oh yeah. So we're about to end this, and we're about to go a little bit longer, but we're about to end it in a few. All right, yeah, go ahead. Tell me your IG, Tony.
It's Weight and Gold Kennels. Like worth
Why
your weight in
didn't you know
gold.
that?
Yep, Weight and Gold Kennels.
That's a dope ass name, man. I told you that before. That's
Thank
a dope
you. Well, that's
So-
all. It just, if you look at my dogs' names too, like I like to put thought into things. You know, I don't want to. You know, I don't want to be the person naming my dog Tank. You know, no
Right.
offense to anyone who's got a dog named Tank, but I try to be original. You know, and same with like the name of my kennel. I wanted to have meaning. So, worth your weight in gold.
I love
So
that
when
shit,
something is
man.
worth their weight in gold, and then my other saying is, all dogs are not created equal.
That is true.
You feel me?
That is true, man. That is true. Tony, to somebody says Tony Instagram accounts in the comments. Yeah, tag your Instagram accounts in the comments. Hey, please, can y'all share this video? Please share. Please like it. Anybody watching on YouTube, man, please like it. Please.
How many viewers do we have on? Do we have a good amount of viewers, or no? Is it kind of?
We have 20. We've been holding like 23.
That's good.
But
that's good.
Yeah, there's more people that watch, and this is the first time I'm back in like a good, like maybe like 4 or 5 months. So to have 23 people on at a consistent basis, man, is beautiful. I like to thank everybody that came on, man. I like to thank everybody that is liking, sharing. Please subscribe. My saying is, to make a bull, you gotta use what? Hold up. He said, my saying is, to make a bull, you gotta use a bull.
I mean, that's true. I mean, you gotta, if you're breeding for substance, you need a dog with substance,
I think you should start that bully round table back up. I think it's needed. Like, I mean, you do need a platform. You are made for this. Like, why don't you have one?
I'm not no.
Man, you need.
I'm not a radio
personality.
I'm not a TV personality. I'm not a YouTube personality. That's just not me. My personality is not. I'm not built for that.
Why are you a judge? Why are you a judge?
because I like to go do my thing. And I mean, it just like, I like to help the breed. I want to do my part in helping a breed evolve. And it's my
What
passion.
do you think? I need help. I need help. And if somebody like you starts something, man, and creates a platform, like you said, you create not by yourself. Like you said, you had the round table, you had other people, get other like-minded people. Like whether what would be good if they were all judges and y'all had a chance to actually, well, you probably don't even rock them. I know how you're a nomad. So you know what I'm saying? People that you respect, get together, you don't have to agree. That's what makes your show really good.
That's what the bully round table was. Why everyone loved. I mean, we had tons. I mean, we used to get 400 viewers in one night. So, and people love it. And they still bring it up till this day. We gave everyone a voice. But what they liked about it is that Lawrence and I were really good friends at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he liked his style of dog, and I liked my style of dog. And we both had our opinion, So we would battle it out, and we'd have good discussions. And then we'd also have other people on at the same time. We had 5 to 6 people on at a time. So it was a good show. It's not for me. There's no way that I'm going to be – I have a hard enough time getting on for shows like this, like to make time to do something like that.
I appreciate your time, man.
I mean,
I appreciate it, man.
No,
really,
I appreciate
being on. Because I learned a lot from you, man, over the years. I learned a lot from you over the years, and a lot of things that you've said in the past has come to full circle. Because a lot of the shit that you talk about comes with seasoning. So a lot of these unseasoned rookies, especially people that's been in the game for like years, don't even know what the hell is going on. A lot of stuff you're talking about goes way over their head, but some of those people who are wearing my shoes, that finally understand now is like, yo, that shit Tony used to spit back in the days was that you calm down, man. You say you wasn't wild, man, but you calmed down.
No, I was wild. I was wild.
You called a lot of people. You was calling a lot of people out. You was really, you had your voice
big
on your thing.
Well, because of my passion, man, I see the fuckery, going on, and it's just, I just, and you know how I carry myself. It's not like I say anything and hide. I'm going to say it,
you're out there,
and when I see you, I'm going to have my chin up.
Right.
And now, so it just is what it is. But
it shouldn't even have to get to, it shouldn't even have to get to that. People get butthurt, man. People don't know how to go back to the drawing. I think that's what it is. It's a lot of feelings get hurt because they don't want to go back to the drawing board.
Now, when you're hurting someone's, no, they're happy where they're at. To them, nothing they're doing is wrong. To them, it's okay. So, but it hurts their pockets. So of course they're going to feel, some type of way. And of course you're insulting their dogs. So I just feel that, it's not productive arguing with people, speaking your mind. I mean, there's ways to go about it. I just, I think as a human being, you need to mature. And I feel that I have in ways. And that's why I just, I'm probably sure that I say things from time to time I shouldn't, but I don't get into
fire in you. That's that fire inside of you, though, man. You can't. That's not going anywhere. No, I mean, people can't expect to. Like I said, you're a nomad, man. You're a nomad. You might be grouped right now, but just a nomad. No matter what group you're in, you're a nomad regardless, man. And I love that about you, that you stand for what you say. You stand up about that shit, and that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why I'm like the way I am, because you made it okay. You know what I'm saying? Just like Jordan made it look good for his tongue to hang out when he was doing them reverses and hanging in the air. I mean, you made it look good to speak your mind, but you're calculated with it now, and that's, cerebral about it. I appreciate everything you've done for the game. You've done a lot. People don't People don't understand how much you've done for this bully community in this game, man. I appreciate it. I know Nareel definitely appreciates it, man. You know, he just called out a couple of your dogs, and if anybody know Nareel, he is not going to give anyone any big ups that shouldn't get it. For real.
That's my man. That's my man, but he's wild, bro.
He said he said it right there. He let me handle it now. And he'll call your ass out, man. You think you got that dog, man. He'll put you in your place about it, man.
Yeah, he's a wild boy, man. He's a wild boy. I can't say I agree with him all the time how he handles shit, but
me neither, but I respect it. I respect how he stands on his square.
I mean, listen,
you know?
he is who he is, man. And you know, like I say, he says it with his chin up, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know,
what can you do?
Right. What can you do?
So,
but does anybody have any questions? If we want, I mean, we keep talking, whatever. If
yeah.
I mean, I got time.
Was you looking at a game? Were you looking at a game? Because I didn't know if you know what you was, if you had anything going on. If you had
I don't have anything going on.
All right, cool. All right, cool. Cause I'm out here in rural area of Virginia. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got really much to do.
Yeah, I got time. I'm already here, so you know.
It took 4 hours to download a game on my Xbox. So,
yo, that's wild.
Yeah, I'm out there. Yeah, does anybody have any questions? More people need to hear that. Yeah, definitely. People don't want to hear the truth. A lot of people, they want to hear their truth. There's different truths. You know what I'm saying? In their reality, their dog is the greatest, and people pump other people up. You know, she said you're a cowboy now. For sure, I've always been one. I've always been one. You know, I got a cowboy hat now and cowboy boots. You know, there's vipers out here, man. I have to, you know, shit. I live on 50 acres, man. It's like people who live there say there's damn vipers all over here, like a lot of them. So I have to be careful. I have to be careful.
I'll come down there and catch them for you.
Nah, actually, I was given a lesson on, you know, to leave them alone. Just let them things be. You know, because they keep the rodent population down in the area.
Yeah, well, you want like the black snakes and stuff like that. They're good for keeping, but if you have a lot of vipers, you most likely probably don't have a whole lot of black snakes. So, I mean, yeah, and any kind of venomous snake, yeah, you really don't want them around, but try to relocate them, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I already bought one of those snake catchers, you know, one of those old, like I think it's like 12 feet or something like that, 12, 16 feet or some shit like that. I'm not playing around with them. I got the glove. I bought the gloves. I can't remember how. I think it's like 12 feet. I got to look. Hold on. I'll tell you right now. I can't believe this. I can't believe, but Wavy, man, you was tripping, man.
What's Wavy talking about?
Yeah. All right, we can go to what Wavy was talking about. All right, so he said proportionate substance. I'm trying to find out. All right, top line. The neck, dick.
What's he have you looking up?
The back. All right, the back is a slightly roach with a slight fall close behind the shoulders. That was the standard for the AKC for the French Bulldog. Yeah, I'm a VA grade. Yeah, I'm a VA. So I guess he wanted he basically, that's what he wanted to show, that it is called a roach and not a rise of the loin.
Yeah, well, it's a raw. I have to pull up the ABKC standards, see how they have it worded. But to me, a roach is completely different. They're not supposed to be roached. Okay, a roach is going to be, if you look where you have that rise, it's towards the loin. And because if you watch the difference between how the croup drops off on the French Bulldog versus the other breeds, then it'll make sense to you.
I'll put my
Like, pull up a roach on an American Pit Bull Terrier and tell me if it looks like the top line of a French Bulldog. It's not going to look the same at all.
Yeah. Speckled king snakes eat venomous snakes. Hey, I hear you. I'm gonna have to relocate these things, man. It's crazy, man. It's like I don't want my dogs to get bit by now. I have to keep the grass cut low. Now I know where the saying comes from.
Let me see if I can find some stuff in my phone.
Oh. How important is the shoulder set on an American Bully? I think it's very important, just like, just as important as everything.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's about balance. So let me explain this to you as far as the balance of a dog. Okay. The shoulder set, okay. A dog that is built ideally, like, has a good layback to its shoulders, has good rear angulation. You get drive off the rear, okay? And your average dog is going to carry about 65% of its weight on its front end. The poorer the shoulder set, the more weight that's distributed to the front of the dog. So you want to have a balanced animal. If you don't have a correct shoulder set, you're going to have a lot more weight on the front end of that dog. And we're dealing with dogs with heavy, big, exaggerated head pieces. So, I mean, how much of the weight are we really carrying, on some of these dogs, like on the front end? They have very poor rear angulation. They have poor shoulder angulation. They're overloaded. So that's the importance of shoulder angulation. It also brings the dog upright, You ever see some dogs that are like this? They carry their head down. I mean, that's the reason that having the correct length to neck in proportion to the rest of the dog is important.
Hey, what's a water moccasin? What breed of snake is? What breed of snake is a water moccasin?
Cottonmouth.
A cottonmouth what though? What breed?
What do you mean? What breed? It's a viper, yeah.
Right? So, yes. Okay. So Great Bully, you're dead wrong.
Why? What did he say?
He said there's no vipers in Virginia.
Well, I mean, they have cottonmouths in Tennessee and stuff. I'm pretty sure you probably have cottonmouths. But a lot of people mistake like a water snake for a cottonmouth.
Nah,
where's my stuff?
My landlord told me they lay out in that rocks when the beginning of the day when it's hot. So I know he ain't bullshit. Said he had a couple of close encounters with a couple of them things out here. So I've seen, if there's a field, a 25-acre field behind me, like I could drive into the field with the lights, bright lights on, and you'll see like 12, 15 deer running into the woods. Yeah, we definitely have cottonmouths here. Yeah.
How do you like it out there?
Man, it's so peaceful, man. It's quiet. But I had some crazy shit just happen when people were shooting across the way. and the bullets was flying in the woods over here. Water moccasins are copperheads. A copperhead is still a viper. God. Water moccasins are copperheads. It's still a viper. Still a viper, man. Them things bite you, it'll deteriorate muscle. All vipers, man, you want to stay the fuck away from things, man. You're not just getting bit and you gotta get poison. You're going through more shit. You're gonna go through skin grafting. You're going through that shit. Get bit by a viper. Ain't no just getting no antidote and fucking being good. It's not happening. They have a different kind of venom. What is the neurotoxic venom or some shit they got? It's crazy. It eats your muscles. So that shit eats flesh. It eats muscle. It's not a good look. Throw out so much mothballs and keep them away. Yeah, man. I'm gonna get some fucking pet. What's those weasels called? What's those things called that kill?
Oh, you're talking about mongooses.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna get me a mongoose.
They're badass.
You can get. I wonder if I can get a mongoose out here. Can I get a mongoose? I wonder if I get in trouble.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. What are you gonna keep it on a leash?
Yeah.
We gonna walk it around like get him, boy?
Yeah. Now have it as a baby. I have it grow up in the house with me. You know what I'm saying? Grow up with the dogs and shit. You know? Probably kill the puppies and shit, man. Fucking have a litter of puppies. Motherfucker, eat those puppies up, man. You'll be fucking mad. What you over there looking at, man? What you reading?
I'm just looking at the stuff for the French Bulldog. So I'll have to send you some stuff. So it is described as a roach back, but it also says rise to loin, L4 high point, and then it shows the croup, it shows the tail. But anyway, so I mean, I guess you can call it a roach. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's more when you look, it's not extreme. It's not extreme on the French Bulldogs. When you see it, like when it is too extreme, that's actually an undesirable thing.
He said it's in Africa. My bad.
What happened?
The mongooses in Africa. Nah, there's another.
Not the weasels. I mean, you're thinking of like a weasel or mink.
There's something else that kills snake. I can't remember what. I can't remember what else it's called, man. That it's they kill poisonous snakes, but it's from here in America.
Oh, you're talking about a prairie dog.
Prairie dogs kill fucking snakes? I
don't know.
I need something. I need something that'll grab one of them snakes and just shake that could get bit by one of the motherfuckers and just still shake it. But vipers have different poison.
I don't know. Get you a crackhead.
Oh hell no! You definitely gonna see somebody get bit. Get you some sulfur. I haven't seen them yet. I've heard that this is the first 90-degree day that we've had since I've been here. So
listen, if you have a bunch of black snakes around your property, I got a ton of black snakes, and I've never found a venomous snake here.
A mink will kill a snake.
A snake? I don't know about a venomous.
Hell yeah, that motherfucker get bit.
Yeah.
Dun. Another one bites the dust. Da. He tried to get me to get a fucking a mink to get killed. They're only good for. I gotta look up a mink and see if the minks can handle a venomous snake. But I need one of them rodents that can catch a venomous snake and just kill it.
I mean, they're extreme predators, man. Minks and stuff and ferrets, they're just, it's wild how good they are at being a predator. I mean, you
Really?
get one of those, you get one like this big that, I mean, they could fit in holes like this and they will kill all your chickens.
Really? And what
Yeah,
do
they'll
they
bite, they'll
from?
bite them on the neck. They'll bite them on the neck and you'll find like, or they'll rip their heads off. You'll find like 2 little holes and they can get in anything because all they need is a little crack.
Somebody told me to buy black snakes and put them on a property, but I've also read a study that says even if you do that, the chances of them staying is like slim to none. Like
I don't know.
all
I mean,
of
I
them
have them all over. I have them all over the place here, and I've never found a venomous snake. Never. But I find a ton of black snakes.
Yeah, if it ain't a black snake, I'm relocating it. I'm gonna get a bucket with a nice lid on it. With that little,
I'll tell you this: the black snakes and like garter snakes are they're more aggressive than the vipers.
They are.
Now a cottonmouth, I think a cottonmouth is pretty aggressive though, but you'd be surprised how aggressive these non-venomous snakes are. Like I've caught copperheads, timber, rattlesnakes. Like they're like pretty docile. Now I haven't caught them here, but
60 inches. So I got one of those 60-inch snake grabbers.
What, 60 inches? Nice.
You'll see it posted. Big fat snake. I'm not getting bit, bro. Fuck this shit. That's why I got them cow. Y'all can laugh all you want about my cowboy boots. You know what I'm saying? I'll be good, man, when they can't strike you over the knee. So
yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, you got 5 foot, so that's a good distance.
Hell yeah.
You got 5 foot away from the snake, you'll be all right. Scoop it up.
I was 7 feet. I was 7 feet off, but
Remember, if you have anything, if you come in contact with a snake, just grab a stick or net or whatever and just put it on the back of the head. You're not going to hurt it. And press down, just hold it in place, and then you can go ahead and grab it and just put one finger underneath chin and one on top and just hold it and squeeze. Just don't let that go if it's a venomous snake, though.
See, that's the part where I'd rather just use that, that thing, just grab it, put it in a bucket, and you're talking about infatuation with touching. I'll touch some rattleskin snake boots, man, instead of touching one that's crawling on the fucking ground. But yo, man, we're gonna end this out, man.
Yeah, let's end it.
Man, it was good, man. Thank you for taking this time out, man, for coming on here, man. You are a legend in my eyes, man. I really appreciate this, and you don't know how much this means to me. Really,
man, I'm no legend, man. Come on, bro. Chill.
Nah, I said in my eyes. You might not be one of yours. Nah, it's a fact. There's other people on here that can say.
I know. I don't like when people say stuff like that, man, because I don't know.
Jesus Christ, Tony, man. God damn, man.
Listen.
Hold up. Hey, I'm gonna hit you up after this show, bro. I'm on live talking to you on the cell phone. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. See, man, sometimes you just gotta shame people, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm on live talking to you on myself. You just got off. You knew he's talking about, I didn't know you was on. Motherfucker, you knew I was on. I'm gonna cuss his ass out when he do it.
You should have put his number out there. I bet you'll learn his lesson. He'll never call
that's my
you.
boy. That's family. That's family. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that shit. I only fuck with people like that who I really rock with. Strangers, I ain't fucking with like that. So, man, thank you so much. Could you tell people your Instagram, Weight and Gold again, and your Facebook information?
Yeah, it's Weight and Gold Kennels. That's my IG. And I'm Tony Gold on Facebook.
Yeah, he got this profile picture. I've been trying to get Con on. Why are you making this face, man, on here, man? Why are you doing that? What's this?
I don't know.
You know. So his IG, I'm gonna show y'all right now. Hold on. So y'all will know. Hold on. This is it right here. That's what it is right there. Y'all go check my man's out on Instagram. Put his followers up, man. He probably got like 2,000 followers or something like that.
I don't have many. I hardly ever even post. But
come on, man, stop putting
Instagram been doing me dirty for like 10 years, bro. I got the 3,000. Yo, I got the 3,000. They won't let me grow.
Nah, you got to start hashtag. That's people are running past you now, man. You got to put the hashtags, man. I'm telling you, as soon as you put them hashtags, people see who you are. You're gonna it's just gonna go boom. It's gonna go right up. I'll show you, man. I'll teach you how to Dougie.
I just don't work social media like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. I'm gonna have to hire somebody.
Don't look at me, goddamn it.
Oh, okay.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
You said you were gonna do it. You want to show me?
Nah, man. Nah. I said I'm gonna show you how to Dougie. You say the hiring somebody. That's two different goddamn things.
True. I just thought maybe you want to be kind and, you know.
My bad.
All right, man. Well, thanks. I appreciate you having me on, man. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. And
nah, for real talk, man. Like, go to his Instagram, blow his shit up.
It would be better, you know. Like, I wish we could have had more people on, because that's the whole thing of tonight. It was just like not about me, not about you, like just about dog talk. But we could have had some good conversation if we could have other people on versus just reading the questions.
Yeah, if we can have other people on, we can. I mean, we can do that right now. We can.
YouTube.
Hold on. Watch this.
You can add somebody.
Watch this shit. Fuck it. It's in the comment section. Bring y'all asses on in. Who wants to come in here? Come on. Somebody come in here. Don't have your face covered up. No weirdo shit, because I will kick you.
Yeah, don't be hopping on with a COVID mask on and shit.
Nah, you will get the fuck up out of here. So, just know that. Come on.
How many people can you add?
I'm not sure. I think like 4 people or something like that. I have the top one that you can get as far as like StreamYard. So I'm not sure how many people I can get on here, but right now I'm seeing like 3.
Why do you have to use 3?
What you were saying?
Why do you have to use StreamYard? Like, I think we just used YouTube, and YouTube allows you to put multiple people.
I don't know. I like StreamYard better. It has more options.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? YouTube is just like, you know, it's more options for StreamYard.
Yeah, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about that.
There's a lot more things you can do on it versus YouTube.
Nobody's jumping in?
Nah, man. I put it out there.
Come on, man.
Come by the rail. Maybe earlier, if I would have put it out there, then somebody would have jumped on.
Man, everybody in their pajamas.
I know, right? It's late. What you think? We should do it earlier sometimes? Next time we should do it earlier.
It is a work night. I mean, I don't know.
Hell yeah, it's a work night. People are sleeping, man. We're lucky. We're lucky. If we were talking about some drama shit, we would have had like 50, 60 people up on here.
Yeah.
If it was some some drama, you definitely would have had more. That's how this community is, man. My videos gets a lot of views on the back end. So like, 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you'll have people hitting me up, man, what's up with Tony Gold? Like the first time he was on, people were like, who the fuck is Tony Gold? And I was like, go to his
that was a good show. Tonight was just kind of like, it was just a different kind of show. But yeah, first show.
We didn't play. Yeah, I was interviewing. You were highlighted, god damn it. See, this is what you didn't want. You didn't want to be highlighted. You wanted to be a small. This is what it is when it's regular. It's boring. It's boring. So yeah, please let me do my thing next time, okay? Let me interview you. It'll be a better fucking show. God damn it. Now he's telling me. Now he's critiquing me.
I'm not saying nothing about what you do, bro. I'm not critiquing you at all.
But man, hey man, I'm gonna head up out of here because nobody's jumping on here because I think people think we'll flame their asses up, but it's all,
all right, man. Later, man.
All right, man. Be easy, Tony. Thanks for
having me on. Later.
Yep. So yeah, man, we up out of here. Let me do this. Let me do this proper video. I can't end it without music. It's one of my favorite songs.
New world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo. Take off the cloud chase. Take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone.
If you ain't got this CD
and the white loss, take off the.
I don't know what you living under a rock.
Take off arcade streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world.
They don't even have CDs.
Idols. Take off the runway. Take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro Pay. 5 days stay.
But I gotta get one of this. I gotta get one of these.
Take off the cop with the
just to put it up.
Lord, take off the take off the switchings I like. Take off the fake deep. Take off the fake woke. Take off the I'm broke. I care. Take off the gossip. Take off the new logic. That if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the Chanel. Take off the Doja. Take off the Birkin bag. All that designer bullshit off, and what do you have?
Bitch, you ugly as fuck.
You out of pocket.
2 ATMs, you stepping to what?
You out of pocket.
Who you think they talk about? Talk about us.
You out of pocket.
Who you think they carry out for us?
Get back in pocket.
The world in a panic. Women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants niggas and bitches to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all get the fuck. Jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel.
Facts.
Sinners, they come in my sleep and say I am too real.
Facts.
I'm done with the sins. No, done with the black and white. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burials, cries. Bitch. You ugly as fuck.
You out of pocket.
2 ATMs, you stepping to what?
You out of pocket.
Who you think they talk about us?
You out of pocket.
Who you think they carry out for us?
Serving up a look, dancing in it. Hello to the big step, but never look down. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe.
Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems. Swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking the president. Government taxing my funds. Subtracting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my people some skates. Hold up.
Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady. When you show your bro no credit. When you show your bro for leverage.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they're the only ones relevant?
Pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. Entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends, really toxic. What your life like, bullshit and God.
What the fuck is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you, this I'm like, oh, I treat you crackers like I'm Jigga, watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic, that ain't protocol, bitch.